Mr. Birdie, members of the board, we have one item for board discussion this evening, and that is bus purchases for the 2021 school year. Recently, I had the opportunity to sit down with Mr. Westerbeck, our transportation director, regarding bus purchases that will be made during the current school year, but the buses would not arrive until the start of the next school year. Hopefully, the goal is to get those buses in prior to the start of the year. I just want to share with the board, we've started that process to make those purchases. I anticipate that being an item for board action at the next board meeting on March 18th. However, I do want to remind everyone that we have modified our current purchasing cycle as part of a cost savings plan. Traditionally, we purchase 5 buses a year. This year, we are only purchasing 2. So eventually, that will catch up to us and require us to make additional purchases at some point in time to get back on track. But again, I anticipate having that item for board action, the purchase of those buses at the next meeting.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Smith? So when you say we had to catch back up, is that something that we could do 1 bus at a time? So instead of ordering 5, we could order 6, or is that something that you think that we need to even do more? I guess it depends on the situation.
Yeah, so I had an opportunity to have some conversation with Mr. Westerbeck, and then after our meeting, asked him to follow back up with me with some additional information. So it will require more than, once we get back on track, purchasing 6 buses instead of 5. And honestly, if we go back and look at, so for example, we have 2 model year 2008, we currently have 19 buses in our bus fleet from 2008. Again, that's 19. 2014, we have 32 buses from that 1 year. The recommended lifespan of a bus is 12 years, 10 years on the road, and 2 as a spare. So in my opinion, once we get to a certain point, we will have to purchase more than 1 extra bus to get back on track. Now, and I do want to say, I want to be very clear that we will always make sure that our buses are safe to be on the road. While we are trying to cut some costs right now, we would never do so at the expense of safety for our kids.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, comments? Okay, thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.